Live. Reason being is that there are a couple of people who told me that they couldn't make it. The reason being is that this is a working hour. I've forgotten it's a working hour for us, and but it's also a working hour for them. So they would like very much to attend the session, but they are not able to make it. So that's why they asked and requested me to do something about it. So that's why right now I'm trying to have this over live. But we also have some problems that our original group, I would say the group Facebook page, right? We somehow getting older, so we forgotten the password. So a lot of hiccups a little bit in between because it's quite some time since we did a Facebook Live for this content from this page. Originally, we started the Facebook page we call the Beauty and Health in Simplicity. So we started that in 2022. We actually set up from zero to doing the Facebook Live. Then for the first time within 24 hours, we set up. And then it was good going until we all got very busy. And then we basically went we actually manage the page less, so that's why we kind of forgotten the password. So bear with us. So today the Facebook page that we are using is from Zhong'an AGM. So we you can welcome you guys to share. After that you can use this Facebook and revisit, and for those who want to listen later, you can also still re-listen to this content that we have there. Okay, so is my voice all smooth, right? Because if it is, then I'm going to start with the session today. So welcome everybody. So this is actually the first time that I'm actually handling this Zoom with related to this numerology. Okay, so I don't do this in my actual main job. Okay, so I do it and I learn about numerology. I'm going to tell a little bit about the story about how I came about this numerology. So I actually do this as a side job and not being paid one. So I do it for fun. I do it for fun, and I also, because of my nature, that's why I actually have quite a bit of interest in these numbers. So that's why numerology became part of my life. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, and you guys see my screen, you let me know. Okay. Okay. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see my screen?
Not yet. No. Yeah. Now only come up.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So a little bit about myself and about numerology and how I came about numerology. I'm going to share with you guys. So for those because a lot of people in my Facebook, they are followers and they haven't met me in person. So this is me back in June, July. Actually, I was that time I because I look a little bit different right now. So that was me then with hair all tied up. Okay. So next I'm going to, yeah. Okay. So next I'm going to share with you with wait, I cannot turn. Okay. Wait, because the sharing is by photo. Okay, why not you let me share this to the group first? Oh, you have to always come up here. Okay. Okay, so you guys can see this. Okay, so I'm actually I call myself the numerologist. Okay, reason being is that I actually do numerology as part of my daily life also. So I'm actually a engineer by professions, and then my background is that because of my previous work, because I learned to do commonality analysis very well, which means that I actually find failures in my past job, my first job, right, in the multinational for 16 years before I switched to do entrepreneurship. I was actually an engineer by profession. So during that time, right, most of my job, right, relates to data crunching. Then we find for patterns and we do commonalities. So basically, that is in order for us to actually be able to find the reason behind something failed. Okay, so I was in Intel previously, so a lot of times when the microprocessor or the process fails, right, then I have to find out what is the problem with it. So I find for patterns in the in the I would say the failures, right? Trying to find something that can tell me something about what actually happened. So with that, right, I have this ability to do commonality analysis. Okay, that is what I say, finding patterns. So when I was studying numerology, I actually got exposed to numerology when I was just started in this NEFU. Okay, reason being is in order for us to do well in our career, right, we must actually be able to learn about people. So that's why I was exposed to numerology. And during that time, right, in numerology, we basically had to fly all the way to Taiwan to study. And every time we study, right, we study the same course for multiple times. So we went from a beginner to tutor, and then we do this day in, day out, that to the state that we actually live with numbers every day. So sometimes when I calculate numbers, right, I don't need a lot of things. I just need a calculator. I'm able to calculate. There's no particular template or so that works where you plug in and you come up with the data and all. No, it's not like that. It's actually just a calculator. So it's a very simple. So that's why today later, right, we are going to go through this numerology basic a bit so that you guys who are new know what am I talking about. Okay, it's actually the combinations or calculated numbers of your date of birth. Okay, so when I started with studying this every year, one time, 1 year, 2 times, right, in Taiwan. And sometimes we do this and we calculate strangers to friends, and then we help friends and all. So we do about maybe one day about I just need to meet two people, and from the two people, because of the accuracy of this life code numerology, they basically will give me numbers or date of births of their loved ones, making it up to maybe about five of them. Then so that's why in one day I actually can calculate just two-person. I mean, two-person. I calculate about 10 numbers. When I do this every day, and you calculate the numbers, you'll be coming up to more than 30,000. Okay, the reason why it's 30,000 is because that I already discounted many days that I don't do when I don't work. Actually, it's more than this. So that is how I live my life, right, with numerology all this while. So I can even tell not just from the class but from my past experience as a failure analysis and commonality analysis engineer, right? So basically, I derive a lot of this patterns, even those that are not being taught in classes. Reason being is that I do, and when I meet the people and when they tell me more, and then I have this, they have this pattern that I see, then I start seeing the patterns coming up in different numbers that I actually meet up new people. So when all these patterns they come up together, right, then I will go validate the patterns. Then after validation, it becomes a theory. So that's why I can tell a lot that I have not studied before in the class, but and I can tell from the experience I have in 10 years doing numerology. Right? I can even tell like who are these pets that you like, what pets you like, and what your character fits you to be an entrepreneur. These are some of the things that are not taught in class, not taught by my coach, not taught by our instructors, but I was able to do that interpretations because of my love of numbers. Okay, so that's why a little bit about myself. Okay, so so let me share a little bit about how I use this in my real life. Okay, so I have, okay, so can you guys see this? Okay, so okay, so this is how numerology actually came into my life more naturally from some of the new friends, okay, and how I help them in their passion and so. So I have this friend here. His name is Sonny. He's actually a Malaysian. He's based in Bangkok. So just last year, sometime in August, I probably remember it's sometime in August, whereby he was actually he actually text me on Facebook, right? On Messenger, and he texted me and he said, "When can I get your help to understand a bit about myself, about this numerology you're talking about?" And I was so surprised because I was never advertising that I knew numerology at all. I do not know where in this universe that it connected both of us. But I asked him how he got to know me. Then he said that because there was a question being asked in one of these entrepreneurship group also, and then from that question, right, uh, in one of my answer, I answered that, oh, maybe I can help you to find your passion and so and your path, and then so from that question, he got to know and interpreted that I knew something about character reading. So this was a stranger that texted me miles away from home to find me and then asked me to help him in numerology. So I actually helped him, right? Well, because that was what I like to do. And then I find out that from his numerology, he was somebody that I could actually I would say I could actually connect with, okay, immediately, and he became my business partner. Okay, so which business is actually he's in the business of he's in the business of this souvenir. Okay, so you guys have seen me bringing around souvenirs doing the souvenir business, right? So Sony is my business provider, right? That means he does the all the souvenirs, and from these souvenirs, right, basically he able to enable me in this tree of life, which is part of sending love to all. So he does a lot of the keychains that you see. We call it the blessing keychains, friendship keychains. Then we have the Christmas bubbles, and also it's all done by Sony. Okay, why Sony? Because Sony has this horoscope, which is number 3. Okay, it is actually born. He's actually born on March 3rd. So in his numerology, right, he has so many trees that basically it gives him the creativity. So he went from 30 years of a fashion designer that do his own branding until to the state right now he's in Bangkok doing all the souvenirs for all many big players in the industry, hotel lines, you can name it. He has it even for these we call these embassies. Okay, so he does a lot for embassy also. So this is what Sony does, and his number actually matches. When I told him, hey, actually, I saw from your number you have this creativity and inborn talent, and basically that was what he actually match with what he is doing. Okay, and his number is 268. So basically, he's also an entrepreneur. Okay, because number 8 is an entrepreneur born business owner, and he has a very kind heart because there's number 6, he owns a number 6 as a character. So basically kindness is part of what he do, and he's a perfectionist. So whatever work that you get from him will be always perfect. Okay, so that's how I become my business partner. Then the next one is Jovi. Okay, Jovi is an interior designer. She's based here in KL. When I first met her, right, it was through one of these arts of living class where we were supposed to randomly select partners to chat with. That was back in 2022. 2021. Okay, so she was one of my random partners that I talked with, and then through the chat, basically I got to know that she has this numerology of 279 horoscope 1, where makes her an innovator. So she's very good for what she does, because in her birth dates, right, it's actually inborn that they have this beauty sense. So obviously when I want to do this interior designing, the first person I would think of is her. She does it very well for her role. Okay, she has a passion. So 2799 is the number of passion. They have a dream, then they have something that they go very addicted, very deep into it. And because of the horoscope 1, basically she's an innovator, so she can make things better, right, from her experience, past experience, because she likes nature. So a lot of her designs are built in a lot of nature in it. So I like the way she does build her interest together with her passion. Okay, interest and her business combined together. So anybody who wants to do a designing job, right, in KL area, right, can always look for Jovi. Okay, so next is I'm going to share. Okay, so next I'm going to share about a little bit about what today's content is about. Okay, okay. So today I'm going to go through this year 2025. Okay. So reason being is that last Saturday Sunday I came all the way. I was not supposed to be in KL. I was supposed to be in Singapore. So I went from Singapore. I went to Singapore from Penang. I flew into Singapore early morning, 7 plus. And when I arrived, right, I went for a class in my business NEFU, right? So after that, right, I took the bus back to KL. Reason being is that I wanted to attend this class on numerology that relates to reading it specific to our year 2025. So 2025 brings with us a lot of this I would say a lot of energy that a lot of us didn't expect. Okay, so that's why I've attended this interpretation class by for you for multiple years, starting from the first year where we were in MCO. We attended before online. So this year I attended it offline. Okay, so I came all the way back. I arrived in KL at 7 a.m. 24 hours trip to go for this class at starting at 9 plus. Okay, so it was done by our Michael Chiang, which is the founder of this For You Institute. And then Michael is actually my first coach, will say, or instructor of this numerology when I just started. So he was the one that could actually teach numerology so simple that I could actually grasp it from my first session. And after that, it was history, right? I love numbers so much. So he teaches so simple, and he's a very scientific person, meaning to say that he puts a lot of this context back to science, and that's what I liked about it. Okay, so now let's take a look at 2025, this number. Okay, 2025, when you add on the whole number, right, is actually the number of number 9. Okay, so in 2025 we carry the energy of number 9. Okay, what other energy that we carry is the number 20, add on 2 plus 0 is 2. So we also carry the energy of 2, and we also carry the energy of 7. Okay, 2 plus 5 equals to 7. So today, for today's purpose, right, in order not to, because of the 1 hour, I'm going to just go more into uniquely for our own numerology. Okay, reason being is that for our own numerology, this is the basic that we need to know first before we go into the next level of how it's going to be impact in 2025. Okay, so that's why for just 1 hour, I'm going to just cover the first area, which is what is 2025 going to mean for people with different numerology. Okay, so but how do you calculate your numerology? So basically, in our numerology, your date of birth, okay, so date of birth being, let's say for myself, I'm 1977, okay, December 23rd. Okay, so I have 1 plus 9 plus 7 plus 7, okay, plus 2, plus 1 plus 2, because December is 12, and then plus my birth date, right, 23, plus 2 plus 3. So when you add on everything, right, you come up with the number 32. Okay, so 32 equals to 3 plus 2 equals to 5. So whatever you do in the number additions, right, you just add in everything, and then you must always end up with just one digit at the end. Okay, so let's try another one. So let's say if I take a look at Zhong'an AGM, right? So she's 1975, 1975. Okay, 1975. So it's 22. Okay, then she's born in March, 22 plus 3, 22, 23, 24, 25, 25, 257. Then after that, 25 plus another 19. 25 plus 19 gives you 35. Okay, so he's 358. So his numerology is number 8. So when I read number 8, then you will have to listen a little bit more. Okay, so that is how we calculate the numerology. Okay, so now let me go to a little bit more content. Good guys, is the speed okay? Are you guys following? Okay. Okay, so this is the class that I attended right on Sunday. It's for you 生涯运数. Okay, so this is what Michael Chiang, which is the founder of For You Institute, actually started teaching this for many years from the Sifu, right? Okay, so it's actually science. It doesn't combine the Chinese and the Western. No, it's just uniquely for your date of birth, your Western birthday. Okay, so your actual birthday from January to December. Okay, it doesn't require you to give this time of birth. No, you just need the date of birth. So last Sunday was a session we paid for myself. I attended in KL in person, and then we have a group of friends and partners who attended in Penang. And they attended on the Zoom online version. So both sessions are made possible, right? Regardless where you are in the world. So I understand there's just about only 1,000 under the photo that you see here, but there are more than this online, which is signing up to understand from Michael Lao. Okay, so Michael Lao, he is very good for what he do. He takes things so simple, he makes things so simple that it's so easy for you to understand and grasp. Okay, so obviously I went with my friend. So my friend here is the one you see the bottom photo left, right? So her name is Wai Ping. So Wai Ping is actually my friend that I met through one of the leadership class 1 week before. So Wai Ping is went with the sister. The one next door is her sister. So Wai Ping is 358. So she's one of the leaders that we're looking forward to partnership with. So after the session, she asked me to send some full information to her because she's interested in looking more into it this coming Chinese New Year when she's a bit more free. Okay, so right now she's doing I don't know what she's doing. I think she's doing sales also. So that's why she's seeing the opportunity to look into a different context of industry, right? So that's why she's asking me for more information after the session. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the content. Okay, so for all of you should know your number right now. So I'm going to go number by number. Okay, so the whole session by for you is done in Mandarin, and because of my nature that I don't read Mandarin quite a bit. Okay, I don't read Mandarin. I'm not a Mandarin educated one. I'm an English educated. So I see and I feel that a lot of my friends, right, have these limitations of not being able to grasp the content because of the limited resources in English. So that's why this session I did it for my partners and also my friends that couldn't attend the actual session, not because they don't want to, it's just because they don't understand how it works and there's no translation, which I asked ahead. So that's why I just interpreted one of the contents that he had and then interpreted it into the context of in English, and then the slides were all in Mandarin, and then the talking and speaking are all in Mandarin. But what you see right now is what I wrote based on my interpretation of what he said. Okay, so of course it's second hand, but of course I know due diligence, right? Because of what I know and what I hold my experience with numerology. I understand what he's teaching. Okay, so that's why I hope that it can help some of my friends here and online or Zoom or whoever's reading and listening to this for you all to know a little bit more about how it will impact you. Okay, so now I'm looking at numerology number one. Okay, so you can be maybe 28101, 37101, or 101. So all these combinations, your numerology at the end is called one. Okay, so for number one is how he actually taught the class was is that we are actually going to go through what it means for you in specific in your numerology. Then secondly, give you some advice and what to avoid. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Okay, the slides. So it's going to go through 1 to 9. So total we have 9 numbers, 9 numerology. So wait for the whole set of 9. Then after that, later after this, I'm going to go one specific extra slide. We call it the 2025 impact and beyond, right? What are the business that we should look into? Okay, so for numerology number one, So the first thing it says is that we must not always be self-centered. Okay, don't only think of ourselves, right? So because number one has this tendency to be overconfident, can do things on our own, very independent, very much about own self lah. Okay, so number one. So in this year 2025, right, his suggestion is for us to always think about win-win. If the thing that we are going to do next, right, if it doesn't give you win on both sides, don't do it. Okay. If it gives you win only on one side, that means if it only give you win for your side, the other person don't win, then even don't do it even worse. Because why? It only win you and the other person doesn't win. Okay. Secondly, is if it wins the other person but don't win you, also don't do it. So it has to be just one keyword called win-win. Okay. So how do you get win-win? Is you always think on behalf of the other person, which in the one nature is a little bit more difficult because you always think of yourself, right? So you have to think about others. So this year, what your energy is, always think of others and you should be able to find for your path. Okay. Secondly is there's going to be extra gossips for you this year. So things are not as per what you think what is so positive or so smoothly for you this year is that a lot of people will be talking about you. So what you portray is what people talk about. Okay. So if you portray yourself to be super high profile and a lot of money, a lot of this, you earn a big achievement also, it's not good for you because why you are being the talk of the town. So the gossips are always something that will follow you this year. So what you need to do is just go lower profile. I'm not saying that you don't do you stop whatever you're doing. It's just that you go lower profile than what you usually do and you will be okay. Okay. The third thing is that in terms of number one, right, we tend to see people, we always want the good ones only to work with us. Okay, when we talk about partnership, we only want to look at the energy of the character that are strong in their character. Then only we want to work with them, which is not good. Okay, for this year. So this year, right, when we work with people, we want to work with people not only focusing on their hard skill, we also want to focus on how this person is good in nature. Okay, then only we partner with them because we are talking about win-win this year, right? So that's why we don't want to only limit ourselves to use seeing them as the I would say people that can help us just because of their hard skill. We need to work with people that are good people. Okay, so that's a suggestion from him. Number four is that okay, we must always use what we have in experience in our past job so that we grow our business in our current job. So the keyword is actually current business. Don't go for number one, don't go explore new businesses. No, not for you this year. For this year, for you is to build on your current business. Okay, but you can always explore but not grow differently in the business. You have to work on your current business. So that is the suggestion, which was very strong from him also. So what is a word of advice for this number one is that we have to always work on building the team nature, team strength, pull your people together. Okay, so don't work alone. That is that why don't work alone because one have a tendency to work alone. So you must always pull your partners together. Make sure that you become their we call that their idol. That means you become their people they look up to. Then they will want to work with you. If not, they will move away. So team building, team strength is very important. So have group activities. If you do not know how to do it, right, always can get some experience, but what we call it, training houses to be able to will combine, to get their service for. Okay, so this is what we want to do for as an advice for numerology number one. The next thing is that we shouldn't be thinking too high about ourselves, okay? Because number one tend to be a very proud of our own. Because I also got nature of number one. So basically, so that's why I also always think very high about myself. So you always need to think twice. Don't be overconfident. Must always ask for opinion from others, okay? So this year is going to be a very good year for number one, okay? So I'm looking forward to it. So for people who are born in the horoscope of I would say horoscope of Capricorn, okay, or Aries. So they are born December to January mid, or you are born from March second half to this March second half to the other one is April first half. So you have this nature of number one also. Okay. Or you may be also having a lot of nature of number one is people who are born in October, November, right? They tend to have a lot of numbers one in their date of birth. You also have this nature, okay? So you also have to be careful a bit. Okay. So next is number two. So far okay. Sorry, I can get some feedback, right? So far it's okay. Yeah. So number two, let me see. Okay. Okay, so now it's number two. So number two in nature by this numerology, right? They tend to be people who are I would say more inward, okay, more inward, and then they're not the outgoing type. Number one is the outgoing type, right? Number two is not. So number two for first of the year, the nature, the suggestion to you is that for the first of the year, somehow for this numerology, if you have a lot of number two, you tend to have some hardship in the beginning, January to June. Okay, but you need to know that it is environment problem lah. That means you will have it one lah. Okay, so don't feel bad about yourself. But because you got to just do good, okay, so go help people, don't ask for a return, then you will see the light coming after June. So because after June, everything will be improved, then you will be able to collect more deeds that you have collected from January to June to be returned in the second half. That's what he said. Okay, so basically what it means is that just don't think, just go help people, that which is your nature. Number two has this nature of helping people, wanting to think more of other people. So in a family, they always tend to be more they always buy for others first, then only buy for them lah. So basically they are like that. So that's why you always, it's already in your nature, just do what is in your nature to go help people, don't ask for return. Because sometimes when you give in too much, right, you want to ask for return also, then it's not good for this nature, especially number two this year, first of the year. Okay, secondly is you tend to neglect a bit on the family. Okay, though you buy them maybe things, but you are also very focused in your job, you may also neglect them. So in this case for number two this year, right, he puts a lot of focus for you to go back to your family, right, bring them holiday. Then if there is any issue that you previously had with your parents, please go manage it this year. It will always come up with a positive outcome, so don't worry. Go take some time, bring them out, build and bond the relationship. Okay, the third one is that for you to number two is this year you have to work with people more. Okay, don't just be inward and stay in and all this. This energy will need to be on the opposite side, where you have to be more outgoing, you have to increase your contacts, meet people, go for functions, and go and learn to work with people. Okay, and then eventually you will see a noble person coming up. Okay, and the last one is that, okay, there's going to be some challenge for you. Okay, number two, the challenge comes from there's a financial or money risk. Okay, you tend to have some people that will come to you with this opportunity, this and that. But then you have to remember, right, that you must always put focus to all to keep to ensure your baselines are being met first. Okay, baseline met first, then only we talk about increasing opportunity for more return. Okay, always hold on tightly to your baseline investments because you have a risk of losing it this year. So the advice is to be more open, and because number two, they are not so open to ideas. They are very reserved. I've seen a lot, especially 29112. Oh, they are very so-called secretive, So every time I meet them, they don't tell me, they try to hold back, they don't tell me things. I know their number, that number already. Because right, it's only happened with them, right? So they're not so open, not so this. So when you look at it, right, being open for you is a good energy this year. So open to ideas. Don't always shut down. People tell you a good idea. No, 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 it's not for me. I'm not like that. And this on you always have to hold this nature of I'm going to try it this year. So if I try it, then I have a chance, right? Because this is advice he gives to number two. Always be open to ideas. Okay, don't shut yourself down. Okay, shut yourself down, then you have to it's going to not impact you this year, it's going to impact you maybe 3 years down the road. So can you imagine having what you do this year impact you 3 years down the road? So knowing this earlier than later would definitely be more of a benefit, right? So be more open to opportunity, and not necessarily we need to commit to every opportunity we hear and we listen, but we have to make our own judgment call. Okay, so next is number, what number is it? 3. Okay. Okay, so this is number 3. So number 3, okay, number 3 is the nature of a child, okay, a kid, okay, somebody is very smart and then very positive thinking, very outgoing. So they are all those, okay, nature, okay. But number 3, right, basically you need to this year for you continue to meet new people and then be willing to make the change, because sometimes change for you is a bit difficult. So you have must be willing to make a change, okay. And but this year for you, right, try not to talk too loud, okay, because the more you talk, right, the more issue you will face. Likely there's going to be conflict because the energy is following you that way. So you have also, because number 3 has this emotion thing, like a child, right? They tend to be show out a lot on their emotions. They're happy, they're not happy, like a kid, okay, basically. So what you need to do is you need to manage your emotion better, right? And then not necessarily talk too much, because the more you talk, the more mistakes you get, and then the more conflicts you get yourself into. So you have to manage your relationship, your emotions well this year. Okay, number 3 is also, he said, is the luckiest number among 1 to 9. Oh, so if you are number 3, meaning to say if you have the energy of number 3, or you have a numerology of number 3, for instance, 303 to 13, then you have also 39123. So all these numerology which ends with the final digit being 3. So you are the luckiest of them all. So that's why um so it doesn't this year you will receive the most signals for good opportunities. So a lot of people will come by you and telling that, oh, how good this is, make money, this, that. But you must always remember that don't go overboard. Okay, nothing should be go overboard. You must always be sensitive to making a decision, because when you start to you have to step back a bit. Always whenever the opportunity comes, you have to step back a bit and then look into how that opportunity may impact you. So you need to learn to analyze, because you are smart enough. So you have to make the decision based on the known risks, right? So rather than just jump into it, because you tend to have the tendency to like to buy things. Okay, for you it's either two only, whether you buy a lot or you sell a lot. So because you buy, you opportunity comes means you have tendency to buy also. But before you buy, you must always think about whether it makes sense or not, right? At this timing to get this item, and so you have to make a decision. Even though you're lucky, you are not always lucky. Okay? So you are luckier than a lot of other numbers, but you also have to hold responsibility for your decision. Okay, so and oh, but then there's also this number D, which is this energy of number 9. Okay, so energy of number 9 is always goes back to questioning, and you have a tendency to start to question yourself about, oh, why am I living in this world? What is my purpose in this world? You tend to have this. So you need to step back a bit, okay, and allocate more time for yourself, instead of just 7 days or 7 days you go out there all out to go meet people, right? You give yourself 1 day, maybe 1 day of the week to self-reflect, and then do some meditations, right? Don't go overboard. Okay, most importantly. So number 3 also includes people who are in this months of March, right? March. So you are the early March, right? Early March. So you have this this what do you call it? This energy of number 3 also. Okay. Okay, so next is what the advice gives is that you have to be a more clear in your communication. If not, you get into conflict. Okay, so and don't use your own interpretation to go criticize people, get angry with people, and then avoid showing off to people, then talking about how good you yourself is. So don't get yourself into trouble lah. Okay, basically because with the more you talk, the more conflict you get yourself into. Okay, that's equivalent to what he said earlier. Okay. So number four. So number four, okay. So this is number four. So number four, you basically 314404. What else? What four? To this number that end up with a digit of four at the back. Okay. So his advice is that you must always talk to inner self and be committed to change. Okay. Most importantly, you need to show people that you are actually serious about the change. Sometimes change for you, because number four like stability, they don't like to change one. They can work in the same job for multiple years. First job to the last job, still the same job. Okay, so they don't change a lot. Okay, so now you tell yourself that you want to change. People believe, but you must show. Okay, that's what he said. You must show that you really want to change. Be serious about the change, right? This year for you, and you will see the noble person appearing. Okay, to help you. Okay. And now second thing is do not over care about anyone, regardless in context of the family, work, or what it means is that this energy for you, right? Number four, right? Please don't go overboard. Okay, don't over sacrifice, over believe. Okay, don't do over things. Okay, so you have to focus more on yourself. Okay, if you are being requested to help, just help. Nice, just nice only will do. Don't go busybody, go help people, go hurt yourself, because that is the energy of your year 2025. Okay, if people ask you to help just nice will do. Don't go overboard. Okay, the third thing is that it's also easiest among all numerology to gather the negative energy. Oh, that's a bit unlike the number three, get all the positive energy. So number four, you tend to have some negativity. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to actively go. There's a solution for you. It's not saying that, oh, I mean, I know negative to me is how it's going to impact. Then after that, I don't do anything about it. No. So what you need to do is you need to move to an environment that gives you the cultivating the positive energy. Then it will change the environment of yourself, right, around yourself, and then it gives you more time, more chance to be in the positive energy among the people who have this environment or this energy. Okay, so that you're not easily affected by the thing of negativity, because it's a tendency for you to attract the negativity. So you need to learn to change the energy on your own. Okay, so change by going and meeting people and spending more time with people who are positive. So even whatever year it is, you just go with people who are positive. Basically you are already half winner already, because their energy will also help your energy. So always try to mix around with people who are positive energy. Okay, the fourth one is you must work hard, but at the same time you must take care of health. So take necessary rest. Okay, so you cannot just work non-stop. Okay, because number four, they are executor now. So number four, work also never mind one, because they like to work. That's their nature. Number four is the nature of working executions. Okay, so they can work overboard also. So that's why he's saying that you need to take care of your health. So always think about your health, take necessary rest, and don't work non-stop. Okay, so the advice is to him is endurance. So are you able to withstand challenge, persistent enough? Because why you always don't have stability, you don't have the sense of security. Okay, so when we have that also, is what he's trying to say is you also, every time when you go work on something, don't always ask what is the outcome. Okay, just go focus, go do the work, and then the outcome will follow. So a lot of people, right, tend to go do risk assessment, how much I put in, how much I should get out. So it's not like that. So you have to put more. Then after that, eventually you will get something. But if you don't put, then you don't get anything, right? But if you put and you always measure what you get, then you always don't win. That's why it's not equivalent one. Okay, give more. There's always something at the end for you. So that is what he's trying to say. Okay, so avoid. What you need to avoid is you need to just not to be involved unnecessarily with others. That means you don't be doing beyond what you usually do. That means you don't be busybody, go care about other people. So no, you have to be care just nice. Okay, what he's saying, don't care overboard. Okay, but doesn't mean you don't care at all, because that's going to be cold-blooded, right? So you need to always remember, always help yourself first. Make sure your health is taken care. Then don't go overboard for others. Okay, that's the energy for number 4. Okay, so number 4 also includes people who are Cancer. Maybe your numerology, sorry, your horoscope is in the Cancer. Is also appealing to you. Okay, so number 5. Okay, number 5 is my energy. Okay, so number 5. Let's see what we have for number 5. Okay, can you guys see? Okay, so number 5. So number 5, when you add up your number, the end is number 5. You need to say number 5. There are people who are very outgoing, freedom. Freedom is their keyword lah. Okay, basically they live by the word of freedom. Okay, so number 5, it can be 325, 235. Okay, so this number 5 numerology is also one of the common numbers you see people who likes to do sales. Okay, they are also number 5. Okay, so you have to be very responsible. Responsibility for you, number 5, right, will increase this year. Okay, this is very true. Okay, I'm seeing in my numerology also this year. And however, this relationship this year will likely look for more stability. Okay, so you must learn to be communicating to your life partners, right? Make sure it is two ways, right? If not, it will impact your career. Then always don't carry the word I'm busy, I'm very tired, I always sacrifice more outside. So because it's going to impact your relationship, so we must learn to communicate. So communicate, because number 5 are very good communicators, but then somehow there's a sense of responsibility in the communication is lacking. So that's why he emphasized that we need to be more responsible, right, in relationships and communicate more well. Okay. Second thing is we need to be increasing our exposure to external. Okay, number 5 is already very exposure, very much, right? Okay, but then this year, right, this energy has to be extra for you. Okay, that means whatever you do in normal years, you have to do a little bit more this year. Because why? Because it brings you good opportunities. So you need to check, maybe be a bit busybody when you're doing or going out. You just listen what the other table is talking about, then walk over and help. Okay, the energy of being busybody will help you to be more helpful lah. Okay, have a heart to help, and it's going to be an advantage to you. Okay, and it's also here you're going to increase a lot of the resources here, so people are willing to work with you. So become that you are being a magnet that people like to work with you lah. Okay, then they like to spend time with you, and then have partnership with you. But then one thing is that number 5 also have, which he emphasizes, don't continue to just scroll on your phone and then be with your own lah. Okay, he wants you to spend more time outside socializing, because that energy will help you, and then you'll be able to interact with more people and more chance to meet your noble person. I tell you, this one is so very true. Okay, because I'm number 5, so I can tell you very true. So it gives me a lot of advantage, right, this year, because I have a lot of exposure this year. I meet a lot of people, I go for classes. So that's why I socialize very well this year, and I got good contact this year. Very good people who suddenly become a very good opportunity for your business partners. Okay, and so this energy is very true. Okay, I can tell you this. Okay, the third one is you need to go explore, go travel. Oh, number five loves traveling, because number five, the energy is called freedom. So they like to travel. So this year they give you the ticket to travel, meaning to say you go explore. Because your ideals are all no boundary one. Okay, freedom to think. Okay, freedom of mind. So go explore, go travel. Don't limit yourself to this country. Okay, so what is trying to say? Go and explore, because when you go see different views, right, you always come back with ideas that you can help with your business. Also, this is also what I'm doing this year. Okay, I do not know, before he even said that, I'm already signing up for going to England. Okay, going to Europe and opening up Europe, and then in Singapore I'm going every month, and I see a lot of my Singapore connections are getting started. So that's why he's saying that go see different views and you will see different energy coming back, and it's advantage to you. Okay, this one is also very true. Okay, number four is must always plan for the worst, hope for the best. Oh, this is the word that I always say. Must always plan for the worst, hope for the best. Okay, don't over hopeful, because number five tend to be happy go lucky, so they always think positive and you never think about the risk assessment. But because I have the nature of number seven, so I'm very analytical, so that's why I always think of the risk first also. So that's why I have the plan the worst, hope for the best. Then never too hopeful, right? Because you will always give. If you're too hopeful, it doesn't mean your energy doesn't meet your expectation. You feel very sad, upset, right? When you get negative response, and therefore it goes with lower energy. So that's not good. Okay. So you must avoid. So you must always pre-plan ahead so that you have this nature of positivity in the things that you do. Okay, that's number five. And the advice is don't live in your comfort zone. Okay, learn to take challenge and do things beyond what you think you can and others think of you. So you do market survey, go approach business, see different views of things, and then come back with ideas that you can use in your business. Take this advantage for yourself, and then you will be good this year. Okay, so avoid being too greedy. Of course, number five also 10 to 1 more also. Okay, so don't be too greedy. Always think for others. Okay, because you think too greedy, right, then the money will not come to you. So you must always think for others, and then you can avoid investing over risk, because number five are also risk takers. So they invest more, then it has may impact them. So that's why this is something that you need to avoid. Okay, so number five is also people who are Leo. Okay, you have to take note. People who are Leo, you also have this energy. Okay, so now I'm going to number six. Okay, so number six. So this numerology is number six. Basically, they are people who are giver. They tend to give a lot beyond what they do. They are like uh, motherly nature. They are also mother nature lah. So they always so this year for number six, you are people who makes. Okay, so all this in number six. Okay, you must learn to look deeper into people. Don't always believe everybody is a good guy. No, not always that. Okay, there are so many 45 types of people there. Okay, don't believe that people who come to you are always the good ones. Okay, you need to learn to differentiate. So suggestion to you, if you do not know numerology, please learn about people, learn about numerology. It will be very helpful for you, okay, to differentiate my friend. But what they suggest is to go expose yourself socially so that people know what you are doing. Not necessarily so that you get the business back. No. You have to put yourself, position yourself so that you can basically be exposed. People know you lah, but not necessarily at this moment will do business with you, but people at least know you lah. Okay, that's the real exposure. The third thing is this year you are also impacted by the nature of the impact of number nine. 2025 is nine, right? So that is the number nine I'm talking about. Okay, that nine, right, is also a year that people want to hibernate, do self-reflection. So this is what you need to do. You need to think beyond 10 years. Okay, not just think for what it means for you. And okay, can you guys see me? Sorry, I think the line was not stable. I have to share again. Okay, so you guys can see this again. So the next one is an advice to number 6 is to learn to manage your emotions better. Okay, learn to have self-love. Okay, because you love others more than you love yourself. So please love yourself more. Okay, learn about self-love, and then it's emotions. Okay, and then when people come by, many people will come by you, and to avoid being cheated, please think logically, because most of the time, right, you think by your heart, I would say that, huh? So you tend to fall into traps. Number 6, people tend to lend people money, then get into trouble. They don't be able to collect money back. Okay, so always this nature happen to number 6 one. Okay, very accurate one. So what you need to do is always be careful, think logically. Is this person trying to give me harm or not, scam or not? Then after that, you should be able to take care of yourself. So learn to love yourself more this year. Okay. So next is number 7. Okay. So number 7, numerology. So number 6, just now I forgot. Number 6 is also people who are born in the horoscope of Virgo. You will also carry the initial. See. So number 7. So number 7, the numerology is for people who are analytical skills. So they are people 347. What 7 some more? Oh, suddenly I cannot remember what 7, 257. So they are number 7, okay? So this number 7 or number 7 alone, okay? So friends and family, you need to be careful interacting. You need to be careful in interacting with them. So try not to be so direct because it will definitely hurt them. Because when you are, number 7 are very direct people, no, they just say what they think, okay? They don't care your emotions. No, you need to be careful that it will backfire this year. So when you work with your family, your friends, try to be a little bit more soft, right? Just don't think for yourself only, right? Learn to stand, learn to be not so direct. Okay, some things can still be communicated in different ways, not necessarily so direct to get the point out. Okay, so you need to learn about communications, definitely. So please learn to not just stand on your own, then only talk. We need to, first, sorry, what I mean is that you need to learn to stand on your own, then only talk about partnerships. Okay. Secondly, for team leaders, right, it's time to revisit your team composition. So when you hold a team, right, like for myself, I hold a team, right? So I have 8 team leaders, I have about 2,000 people. So you need to learn who are the right people in the team. Those who are not right, you just leave and let them go. Okay. You must always remember that not everyone needs to stay. Okay. I really believe, because that is what is happening also. Like you just imagine in a football game, you just imagine a basketball game, right? Last year you didn't fare well enough. Okay, definitely there will be the next thing you'll see is the players are being sold off. Okay, why? Because if you hold the same team, do you think you get the same results? Obviously same result, which is not the result that you want. So you have to let go the team member. Okay, let go the team player. Then you get in new players, new mix of partnerships within the team, and then you get better results outside. So never feel bad that you're leaving someone out, because leaving someone out may be for the good nature of the overall team. So that is also what I believe. Okay, so don't hold on just for the sake of holding on. They are tied to you by their on paper, doesn't mean that they have to be with you all lifetime. Things come and go, right? It's seasonal, so you must know when to let go. Okay, that's his advice for number 7. Thirdly is down 10 years down the road, you must always revisit the plan for this year. So you don't only, because they're very short-term thinkers, okay? So you need to think further up, okay, more than 10 years. So once you think about more than 10 years, right, the 1 year will always be covered already, okay? You will get that 1 year impact uh, covered, right, concurrently. Okay, the last one is very unique to number seven. Okay, number seven, please learn your gratitude. Okay, learn to love people, learn to be gratitude for everything that comes to you. Okay, small, big case, a good impact one, no good impact one. You must learn to have a lot of gratitude. Okay, why? Because gratitude to this year is your homework. Okay, anybody anytime, let's say you come by with scammer, okay, I believe so also. Sometimes you get scammers, so you need to learn to be gratitude also, like, oh, you came to teach me a lesson also, so thank you for not causing too much of a harm. Okay, so that's why you also have to be gratitude regardless whether it's good or bad. Also, you need to learn to have gratitude in yourself for the whole year. That is best for your energy this year. Okay, so the advice for number seven is your principles, you know, to hold strong, no integrity issue. And then in relationship, you need to apply sincerity. Don't do just relationship one go. Okay, analyze and observe what is happening in the environment. That will be to your advantage. You can avoid creating trouble. Okay, so because you tend to cause backfire because you are too direct or so you need to avoid that. So this is the homework for number seven. Okay, so let's see. Oh, this is number nine. So number eight. Okay, so number seven is also for people who are in the horoscope of Libra. Okay, so they are born second half of September to early October. So you have that energy also very strong. Or you have a lot of number sevens in your date of birth. Okay. So number eight. So number eight are people who are having the best of the one of the years. Okay. Number eight are people who are 358, 268, 178. So all this combination 448. So they are going to be very colorful year this year. So but then it can be in two different extremes. Either you're very good or you are very bad. Okay, nothing in between. So if you are exposed to positive environment, likelihood is that you are going to be good. Okay, but you are willing to make the chance to be better, then you will be okay. So let's say if you are in a low energy, right, you must be willing to make a change, and take a chance so that you'll be okay. So learn and advise to them. For number eight, they are mostly the bosses and entrepreneurs mindset one. They don't want to ask for help. So he said, you have to ask for help. Be humble. Go ask for help. And then people will come and help you. Then your energy will take a different turn. Okay. Then you can consider partnership, but must not only put yourself first, but must learn to think of others. Okay. Must always be win them first, then only win yourself. So your thinking will decide your outcome. Okay, when you look at partnership, this is what you need to do win-win, at least win-win. You not win them first, then only win for yourself. Third thing is that you must be willing to take up roles. Don't just reject, right? You can then only grow. You must be willing to take up more roles. Let's say, for instance, right, people ask you to be the chairman of this club, right, or this NGO or this something like that. You must be willing to take up the role, okay, not to just reject, because that role will bring you to your next growth path. Okay, must be willing to live within means and expectations. So that's very easy lah. So don't go overboard. Okay, think big. Must always think on the bigger picture. Whatever complaint need to not be within the people who have whatever complaint need to not be within people who have impact on you. Okay, so avoid having hatred in your own self. Learn to let go. You'll be better, and then having this will also impact your own self. Okay, so for number eight is people who are scorpions. You are born with number eight, so this energy also applies to you. Okay, last one. Let's see what we have. Number nine. Okay, so number nine, so you are the angels of the whole numerology. Okay, so you are the good people. Okay, you help people a lot. You have a lot of dream, a lot of passion. and then you are also sometimes a bit overboard by helping people. Okay, so this includes people who are 279, 369, 189, 9. So these are people who are in this 459. So there are people who are in this numerology. Also includes people who are in the horoscope of number 9 will be which month? Number 9 lah. So this is actually your year, okay? Because this year is 2025 add on is equal to 9. So this is your year. So you can consider to ask for help from people this year. Ask for help from people that you know, your family or your friends, and they will help you. Okay, because it is your year. Number 2 is learn more this year, invest next year. So if you have invested, learn to exit. What it means here is this year is not a good year for you to invest here, invest there. Okay, it's for a good year for you to learn to invest. Learn only, but you cannot invest this year. You have to invest other years, not this year for you. Okay, but if you have invested, then you need to learn how to exit. Okay, that is what he said. I just interpreting what he said. Okay, so for those who are investing, just please take note. The C and the third energy is you must always find a balance of helping others than helping your own. Don't be do it for material. So number 9 is angels, right? Please don't do things for material mindset, for the money. No, it's not your energy. You have to be aligned with your energy. Your energy is help people, then go help people. Because if not, if you think about money, the outcome is going to be not good, right? It's going to affect you. But spiritually, you're stronger than the numbers. Okay, so your spiritual strength, your mindfulness, you need to listen to this. Okay, so it's coming to you, then you have to listen to that. Okay, advice for number 9 is you must help people. Okay, unlike number 4, number 4, you say, please don't help so much, don't go overboard. Number 9, you must go all out. Then you go all out, then people will see this energy coming to you. Okay, go all out for this nature. Okay, don't think and then hold back for certain reason. No, just go all out to help people, right? The energy will come to you. Then those who you have helped, right, will be coming back to you to return your favor. Okay, so this is for number 9. Don't try to go overboard. Sometimes you will get yourself into trouble. Must always look at yourself to be the best of yourself. Okay, so basically that is what we have from 1 to 9. So I just have one last slide, then we can go to the Q&A. Okay, so this is one special slide that he did for the 2025. So 2025 is the year where he talks about rebirth, going back to reflections, and then then you see there's a lot of disasters going and happening worldwide, right? So it is with a reason. Okay, it doesn't just come like that. It was with a reason, like the fire, the earthquake, and all these. So it is with a reason because we have been overboard. Okay, so to say. So universe wants us to go back to balance. So they have to let us understand the impact of the what what we have done. Okay, so only when you go through torture, go through hardship, go through all this, right, then only you learn to appreciate. So that's why at the beginning of the year until now, right, you're seeing so many disasters. The reason being is to reset people. Okay, but then for the next coming few years, right, it's also called the period 9, and also there's going to be good energy coming. Okay, so what is the good energy coming, right? And then how do we prepare ourselves for it? Because that is talking about what trend is going to happen going down the road for 2025. And are we prepared to be in this nature of business that he says? And if we are, then good, congratulations to you. If you are not, please leverage people who has it. Okay, so you have to talk to your partners, talk to your friends, talk to your family. If they are still not awake, please awaken them, right? let them have this wake up call so that they can take advantage right now to prepare for the next 20 years. Okay, so what is the next business or trend is coming out, right? And do I have a piece of this cake in the future? Ask yourself, do you want to be in this trend for your own? Right now, maybe it's okay for your own, right? But right now, for the eventual, right now it's okay for your own, no? But then are you thinking about the next generation, your kids? Are they at advantage or not? If not, then what are you going to do right now to prepare them for the advantage? So that's why it's taking a look at this trending. Okay. So he says there's a 7 business that you can be involved in the next few years. Number one, if it involves nature, energy, environment friendly, agricultural, you are on the right track. So I just take a look at NAFU in this context, okay? So NAFU is nature. We sell nature, we sell environment. So basically, we are at an advantage. Wow, first one already meeting the requirement. Okay, so NAFU is a nature product. We sell nature that was lost. We're going to bring the nature back. If you are in the nature with the energy, like in business, you are also oil and gas, right? You are also in this. So if you are in this environment doing disposables and all this, to make sure we save the mother earth, right? You are also in the right business. Okay. Secondly, in your health business, if your nature of your business is here, then congratulations to you again, because you need to look at technology that can involve in helping people to get healthy, prevent aging. People will want to lock their age, lock their beauty, then go with healthy lifestyle. So you need to have business in this nature. Then you will be able to say that you are in the front at the front of this trending, and it's good for you. Okay, so NAFO definitely hit number 2 also, because NAFO is a health industry, and we combine beauty and health in simplicity. So that's what we call ourselves, right? Beauty and health and simplicity. So number 2 we will also meet. Okay, so number 3, so if it involves anything to do with Shen Xing Ling, in Chinese we call Shen Xing Ling, body, mind, and soul, spiritual, then please, that nature of business, right, is also right. So continue to do better there. Okay, so it also involves number 4, spiritual business. I mean, not business, I mean spiritually. Go to church, right? Go to your religions, go back to the base of human, right? So health maintenance and any business that involves funerals. Okay, so you can think about it, right? So in our among our friends, a lot of people who's doing this, taking care of their what do you call it? People have sometimes families that you have to, somebody pass away, you need to take care of their whole process, right? And then you need to take care of their emotions also, right? So all this, right, is also in the right business model. Okay, so we know there are a lot of friends here, they are also in direct selling, they are also in this nature, so they are also going in the right business trending. Okay, so number 5, if okay, number 4 for NEFU, right? Number 3 and number 4 is also, we are also in this nature. So we involve in the body, mind, and soul. For numerology, it's mind, right? So you have this ability to manage your customers, right? To help them to be more rested, more mindful. They can do better meditations. They have more passions, and so all these are all involving the body, mind, and soul. So we have that also in NEFU. The 4th one is called spiritual, so health maintenance and all this, right? This one, I would say that we also have, because we are involved in health maintenance, making sure that we can do health for the we'll call it for the healthy ones. A lot of people see health as only for the sick ones, right? So it's not right, not true. Because if you don't have a right health maintenance concept, right, you basically put yourself at the risk of failing. Okay, so that's why health maintenance and therefore is also in this business. Okay, number 5, when you talk about prevention better than cure, so it involves your body, mind, and soul coming to balance. You understand people and passion, character reading, exercise, business, provide environment for relaxation. So if the environment can also look into people, I mean, to the business that actually involves taking care of people as a whole, because once you have body, mind, and soul connected and balanced, you are basically at the advantage of getting healthy and happy. Once you're happy, everything else will be good. Okay, so number five and number six are connected together. So if your business gives people relaxation, gives people happiness, right, so gives the aim point to achieve this current state, okay, so you are in the right business. So I can think of one example is, you see, I have a friend, Dato Roslan. So Dato Roslan, he is doing this business of called the ice bath, okay, where people go and dip themselves in the bath, water bath, right, or below 0 degrees C, ice water. Okay, when they do that, right, it will boost up their dopamines, okay, and then they get happy. Then when they get happy, then they can take care of problems like depression, sleep patterns, energy level. So that is also a business that is for the future, okay, so help people get relaxation and happiness, and then at the instead, right, you deliver this, and then you are on the right track. Okay, number seven, the last one, anything to do with numerology and the nine energy. Okay, so business of the passion experiencing, and then it also talks about culture, things that go back to culture, souvenirs, tour experience, cultural, historical. So these are business that looks back into getting back to basic. Okay, I would say. So, oh, I have also the souvenir business. So I'm lucky. I got the business of fashion and all this. So numerology, and which is what we are doing today, like exposing ourselves. So I also have that. So I have all 1 to 7. So I'm so lucky. Okay, so call yourself lucky if you are in 1 to 7. If not, at least one, okay, of this seven, you must be at least in one of it. If you are not, then please go leverage people who have this experience or are doing business here. So that is basically what is my last slide for today. So what time is it now? Oh, so we have just nice. We have about half an hour. So for half an hour, any questions? If you have any questions, or if there's any question from the Facebook, you can also put it here, put it out, and I'll see how I can help. Okay, with my limited knowledge, minimal experience, I try to help. And or if anybody has anything, welcome to ask about it. Anything you want to know, and hope this is helping every one of us here. Okay.